Hi, beautiful souls. Challenges and experiences and things that may seem intense are often tools for us to expand. You can say to yourself, hey, everything is working out for me. I'm going to celebrate this because, this is an opportunity for me to become wiser. And it's not always easy to look in that way. Sometimes things are really very difficult and they really, really hurt us deeply to the core, really get us in the heart. And those challenges are very tricky. I spoke to a dear friend this morning and she lost a relative who was 40, had a serious heart attack today and died. Healthy guy. No indication of any problems with him whatsoever. And boom, gone like that in an instant. Imagine that. Somebody who's so seemingly full of vibrance and well-being, healthy, fit, and then gone. And there's many of these different experiences going on, and there is no rhyme or reason to it. It's part of life. It's part of living here. It's opportunities for us to expand and to grow, to know that those loved ones that go on before us, they never leave us. They're always there with us, because death is not a truth. Death is just a change in frequency, a change in energy. So all those that have gone before you still exist, very much so, even more alive than they were when they were here on this beautiful planet Gaia. So what I wish to share is that when we are challenged, when we are pushed and pulled by external events, and then feeling it internally too, for the frequencies that are coming through that are really quite strong. And like I mentioned the other day, look up things like space weather and stuff like that, and you'll know that these things do affect our planet and they affect us because we are part of this planet. There is no separation. We are all interconnected. We are one. And we are one with the cosmos too. So do investigate that if you are interested. And you'll see why, oh my goodness, yes, I do feel a little bit out of sorts. Or I do feel a little bit like, oh gosh, everything is racing fast. When things are rushing really fast, you kind of really want to slow things down a little bit just to give yourself a breather. It's like when I talk in a video and I'm saying things really quickly, sometimes it doesn't give me an opportunity to allow the words to come forth. And I require those pauses and those spaces to allow the words to come forth, because I don't plan these videos and I don't have a script or anything. It just flows through me. But if I go too fast, then I take myself out of my flow. So what I suggest is that to anyone that is creating too much busyness in their lives, creating too much busyness that they become stressed and imbalanced and scattered, because when we are too busy, we scatter our energy and it's tricky for us to really focus and get clarity and clear about what it is we really want and what it really is the truth of our heart's desires and wishes, so that we can be in service in the way that we feel resonates and works for us. Because it's no good being in service if you're just so busy that you're not living life in a way that is calm and restful for you. I go into meditation every day. Every day I stand tall like a tree in the field and I meditate there. And then I also meditate in my house, sometimes sitting down, sometimes lying down, sometimes standing up. And I always find that I feel much calmer and much wiser and much purer and much clearer once I come out of a meditation. I rest in that stillness, in that darkness, like a seed waiting to sprout and grow. And this is the place where miracles are born. You get into the gap, into 0 point, in the stillness. And you can really breathe, and you can really just be. And you lose all concept of your body. You lose all concept of anything. You're just restful, resting there. And for some, you know, that might not be their experience. Maybe they have thoughts coming and going. Or you're going to have a lot more thoughts coming and going if you're constantly busy. So you have to allow gaps and spaciousness in your day and spaciousness in your mind. Because when you constantly fill yourself with overthinking, then you have to process and integrate those thoughts. So allow yourself the grace of having a spacious mind. Allow yourself the grace of resting in stillness for at least 10 minutes every day. And just work up from there. Commit to doing it. Commit to doing it to the point where you're actually able to sit there in the darkness, in the silence, in the stillness, and birth miracles and magic into your life. I know that we are incredibly imaginative, creative beings, yet we have no idea of just how amazing and imaginative the universe and the multiverse is. So when you're sitting in 0 point, you might go in there with an intention and say, I wish to birth and bring forth this into my now life. And then you might just sit there and just rest there, your eyes closed. But if you go in there and say, you know, this is my preference, but please, if there's something more. You don't even have to say that, but just, this is my preference. But the universe will always, multiverse will always over-deliver if you allow them to. I say them because we are in many universes all at once. We are multidimensional and we exist in many different universes all at once. So my share for today is to take space and rest there in the stillness. Rest and allow yourself to come into peace, into grace, letting go of all of the busyness and the scatteredness so that you get clear about what it is you're bringing forth, or at least what your preference is to bring forth. And allow the wisdom to move through you, feeling it in flow, so that you can utilize that for your greatest good and for the greatest good of all, because we are one. Thank you for watching. My name's ZsaZsa. Like and subscribe and share if you feel called to do so. Thank you. Peace.